A show about love that doesn't make you want to throw up?
No, I'm not a writer.
Okay.
Netflix's Love. This is the second season that just came out, but I'm going to give a season 1 and 2 review of why you should or shouldn't watch this show. This show was actually created by one of the main characters and his wife, and was helped along by Judd Apatow. So if you like the Apatow sensibility, this show might be for you. The main characters, Mickey and Gus, are essentially this young couple trying to find love in a world that's obviously very hard to find love in. This is a very down-to-earth show. There's 2 main characters and there's a plethora of other side characters, and it goes through kind of different stages of love. There's couples that are divorced, there's couples that are going through divorce, there's couples that are just getting together, there's couples that have kids. It kind of hits all the target audiences of what you might be going through in your own personal life. The main character, Gus, he works as a teacher on a film set or a TV show set, and he's kind of nerdy looking. Him and his friends in their spare time, they get together and make jingles for movies that don't have jingles. He's very, I don't want to say relatable, but he's down to earth. He's kind of a really nice guy. He's easy to like in the show. Now the other main character, Mickey, she's played by Gillian Jacobs. You might know her from Community. She played Britta. She works at kind of a satellite radio place. She's a project manager or a producer, or that's kind of unclear during the show. In the first season at least, and it kind of gets cleared up during the second season, but I don't want to spoil too much. Now her, to be honest, I didn't really like her at all. I liked her performance, but her character kind of isn't likable. She's kind of on edge all the time and makes you feel very awkward in a lot of situations that she's put in, and I kind of couldn't, there's not very much times where I felt for her. Most times when she was with Gus and they'd have an argument, I was on Gus's side, not because he's the guy, but because he seemed like he was the more level-headed and he applied more common sense out of the 2 of them. There were a lot of side characters in the show, but I'm going to single out 2 of them that I thought were my favorite. One of them is Aria, Judd Apatow's daughter, and she's the film star on the set that Gus teaches, and she's a young actress. She's very talented, she's funny. This is a Netflix show, so she says some things that aren't appropriate for someone her age, but being raised as a child star, you can tell she's kind of a lot older than she actually is. She's a very good part of the show, and any scene that she's in, she steals. And my other favorite side character is probably Birdie. Now Birdie is Mickey's best friend in this, and she's very innocent. She's from Australia. She has a very thick accent. I would call her the audience surrogate in this case. Everything that she thinks, she says, you kind of are thinking like, why aren't they doing that? Birdie's kind of the person that you see the common sense through. Not everything she says, because she's very quirky, she's very unusual, but I really like her character in the show. And the show's actually really good. I was pleasantly surprised. When I first stumbled upon this season 1, I wasn't sure. Season 1 wasn't the strongest of shows, but it kind of kept me going. There was some funny episodes, there's some funny parts, enough to get me going through season 2. And season 2, I kind of feel like they found their groove. It showcases a main relationship and then other versions of relationships. And there are a lot of funny episodes. They do the classic, what happens when people do drugs. They show a long distance aspect that's really interesting and how they tackle that. And I like this because every time, like for shows that are based around love and couples, I kind of feel like you can see what's coming next. But in this show, every time I thought they would zig, they zagged. And I'm not gonna say it kept me on the edge of my seat, but it was very creative, very inventive, very original. And there was some parts of it that were a little slower, but when they picked up, I really felt like it was a show worth watching. And I really think that if you were to pick it up, you'd enjoy it a lot. One knock that I have on the show is that the main couple, Mickey and Gus, they weren't very believable as a couple. If I saw them on the street, I'd say, look at that brother and sister, or look at those 2 friends. I just didn't feel like they should be together, and the whole show I was wondering why they're still together, because a lot of their arguments, that just seems like they're 2 totally different people. I know the whole opposites attract thing, but it just felt like they'd always clash. It made me feel a little awkward watching the show, but it was mostly because of Mickey and how awkward she is. If you give the show a chance, you'll see she's very awkwardly played. I mean, it's the acting and the choice of the script. It's not Gillian Jacobs. She does a fantastic job, but it's just how she is scene to scene. You kind of not even love to hate her, you just kind of hate her. But other than that, this is a very enjoyable show. It's very funny. It gives you a lot of insights on relationships now in 2017, how they've changed a lot or how they are just right now in general. And I definitely recommend the show to pick up. It's really good. So yeah, nothing really else to say about that. That was my review of Netflix's Love. Season 2 is now out. I believe there's 22 episodes total, so give it a shot. Alright guys, thanks for watching my review. If you made it this far, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. My social media is linked down below, so make sure to follow me on all of those. Leave thumbs up. I love my thumbs up, guys. So hit that thumbs up. Leave comments down below on whether or not you like the show or you didn't like it, or who your favorite characters are. And remember, there is no spoon. Jesus, you hated her in Community, now you hate her in this. Does Gillian Jacobs just not like to be liked?